Hello, my name is Reed Schuman, and I'm going to be explaining the difference between standards-based grading and traditional assessment in physical education. So here at St. Bartholomew High School, we've made the decision to move from a traditional-based grading system to a standards-based grading system in physical education. This is a more accurate way to see if the students are actually learning what they're required to learn during their time in PE. So what exactly is the difference between standards-based grading and traditional grading in physical education? Well, in traditional grading, students will be given a grade, a letter grade, A through F. They will be graded on their attendance, whether or not they showed up in PE appropriate clothing, and just their overall effort in the class. Whereas standards-based grading, they are given assessments that truly test whether or not they have learned the material presented by the teacher. So as I stated before, traditional assessment, students are given letter grades A through F, and their grade in a large part of their grade is based on their effort overall in the class, their attitude, whether or not they dress out in PE appropriate clothing. But this is all up to the teacher to decide. It's all at his or her discretion, and this is one of the big problems with traditional assessment, is that the teacher, really without giving a formative test or assessment, is deciding what grade the student should get. Now with standards-based grading, content standards, lesson content, their objectives, and all the assessments that the students will be given are all aligned with national and state standards for what exactly students are supposed to learn and be able to do in physical education. So now I bet you're wondering, what exactly is a standard and what is standard-based grading? Well, a standard is a statement of what students should know and be able to demonstrate, but how exactly does that relate in PE? Well, instead of a traditional based grading system where the student is largely based on whether or not they show up and dress out and participate in the activities, standards-based grading, they give out rubrics instead of in grades. So a student is not just graded on whether or not he shows up. You also document the quality of learning or performance. So you can see visibly on paper how well the student is doing with knowing the cues or the rules of basketball, or whatever the state standard or the national standards say that the student should be able to know or demonstrate. So as you can imagine, there are several advantages to using the standards-based grading system instead of the traditional based grading system that you usually see in physical education. The standards-based grading system brings a level of credibility to the grades that are actually given to the students, as they are given formal assessments that truly test whether or not they understand what is asked of them. Teaching, learning, and assessing are all related. For example, if the teacher does not do a good job of listing cues or the rules of a certain sport, it's going to reflect in the student's grades, in all of their grades, so that he or she can then make a change. And you have visible evidence now for all the grades as well, as I said before. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a better understanding of what exactly standards-based grading is and how it is more effective than traditional based grading. Thank you.